Okay, I'm going to do a quick walking tour of this RV. Every single window has a insulation pad, and every single vent hole, all the blinds work, the couch works. Behind the couch, there is a 2,000 watt power inverter and room for 4 deep cycle RV batteries. The driver's seat has a captain's chair from a semi. It has about 10,000 miles on the rebuild of this 454. It's got an Edelbrock 800 carburetor on it. New distributor, new plugs and wires. Everything runs really good. She gets about 9 miles to the gallon. We've got an add-in battery inverter there for whoever's sitting in the passenger seat. All the windows work. All the blinds are custom made and insulated as it is because they've got the white backing for reflection, and it's double layered for heat. But the front windows, the driver's door, the passenger side windows, everything has insulation foam that comes with it. Every single light has been converted to LED. Has a TV with a DVD player and a newer fridge out of a 1992. The recirculation system up here, when you turn this on, it sucks hot air from up above and blows it down through the vents for wintertime use. That is a Wave 8 infrared heater, propane powered. That's all plumbed in. That works great. The stove, 4-burner with oven, everything works. The sink is pretty much standard and it works just fine. These extra battery cables laying here for adding in more batteries because it's down to 1 right now. This is a battery monitor. It tells you exactly how many amp hours are left in the battery, so you get an actual percentage, not just a battery meter. This outlet and that outlet are the only ones powered off the inverter behind the RV. Every other outlet on here is powered by the generator. Let's see what else. The bedroom is a full-size bed, memory foam. It's fairly new. It's 2 years old. There used to be a leak around the back window. I sealed that, but the mattress is a little bit water stained from that. I resealed the entire roof, so the water damage has stopped. The whole bedroom and RV is surrounded in blue LED tape that's controlled off of the switches right there in the master and up front. Again, all lights have been converted to LED for power saving. The floor lights come on with the blue LED, and those are blue also. The outside floodlight is controlled by the switch by the door. It has a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. All you got to do is slide that down in when you're occupying it. All the windows slide open. It has a Chinese diesel heater, and that's the controller for it. And I include a conversion rate because it only reads in Celsius. All I got to do is just press power, and that thing turns on and fires up on its own. The diesel tank's in the front of the RV. The Onan generator, it says it's only got 228 hours on it, but that hour meter's never worked. It's got a Bluetooth stereo in it that powers through both the front and the rear speakers in the back of the RV, and those are new underneath those covers, so they look like they're the actual, but they're replacement speakers under there. They're new. The bunk bed works. It comes with solar control, so if you want to run off of solar power, you switch this over to solar, but if you're running off a generator or you're plugged in externally, you run off of the generator. It's that easy. This fan switch turns on the cooling fan that keeps the solar controller's cool, keeps air circulating through this storage cabinet. This is a 110 24 volt power supply that powers into the solar charge controller, and that's what switches back and forth between solar and generator. And they're the original 90-pound power supply was inside the normal power fuse block, and all those breakers work just fine. They're normally wired, but all your fuse panel and converter has been replaced by that other system that I showed you, and it works way better, and it charges your batteries properly. But each one of those will light up if a fuse has gone bad on you, so you'll know which fuse has gone bad. I haven't had any. There's a list right there of which fuses do what and which breakers do what. So I've got those written down. The furnace has been removed, and it's now a storage compartment for pots and pans and stuff like that. There's a drawer underneath this cabinet. The light automatically comes on in this cabinet when in the closet here, and it's got a spare distributor, as you can see, a cap and rotor I should say. But the light automatically comes on in this closet when you open it when the power's turned on. I've got it turned off right now because it's up for sale. I don't know who installed that. It was the original owners, but it works just fine. That thermometer is great in here. The bathroom, everything works. It's got a newer toilet. There we go, we can see it. It is a little dusty, a little bit dirty because it's been sitting for a while, but again, every hatch, every window has insulation. You take all those out, they're just held in by little tabs. Take all those out for summertime use and put them in if you want to go hunting in this or camping in the wintertime, and it stays toasty warm in here. Okay, we'll go to the outside. I think I've covered everything. I mean, lots of cabinets, a towel rack. There's lots of cabinet storage, and then the bunk bed comes down up there. The AC is a heat pump AC, and it does work. The table folds up, so I'll show that real quick. All you got to do is just grab the table, flip it up, and it drops down and disappears. See, just like that. And I think that covers everything on the inside of the RV. Oh, the shower. I didn't show the shower, so have a look at that. It's a little dirty, but everything works. This is flipped upside down, so your faucet controls are exactly the same as normal. The reason why it's flipped upside down is when you blow it out for the winter time and you're winterizing it, that valve doesn't freeze and break anymore. I had to replace 2 of those because I could never get them blown out all the way. It's got a light inside, and again, more insulation, but the fan inside there. All of the vents in this RV have been replaced. They're new, as you can see by the brand new white rather than the stained older tan color that they were. And that is the whole inside of the RV, I believe. Let's go outside real quick. There is a flip down manual step. It used to be vacuum controlled, but it quit working, so I replaced it with one that's just as easy to operate. It's got an Onan generator, 4 kilowatt, and it runs off of propane or gasoline. There's a switch right there behind the propane that you just switch between the two. 100-gallon gasoline tank, 40-gallon water tank, which has been verified that it works just fine. I replaced all the hoses on the water tank, so it's what is it, 37 gallons. I added in these clips so that the door will stay up. I have some signs on the RV, but those can be removed. Open that door here. The door closes like a champ. I wish I could just show you this. All you gotta do is that's it. That door is so perfect, and it seals really, really nice. The awning is complete, and it works, and is covered by aluminum, so it's the original 1984 awning. It's cloth, and the colors on it are vibrant like it's brand new. It works really good. Every light on the exterior of the RV has been exchanged over to LED. That's your cap lights up there, and the headlights and the blinkers have all been changed out. The driver has his own door, her own door. The tires only have 10,000 miles on them. I got them replaced at the same time I had the motor work done, the rebuild done. The propane works. And I replaced the valve on it, on the tank itself. So that's a new valve. It works great. It has an extend-a-stay kit. And for a little bit extra, I can throw in a 100-gallon propane tank. So if you want to stay in this thing long term. Anyway, that's all complete. It works. No leaks anywhere in the RV on the propane. That was a big concern of mine, so I made sure that none of that happened. The water heater, it looks like the factory standard old water heater, but it's not. That is a new gas electric water heater. It was replaced 2 years ago. It works like a champ. I kept the old cover on it and modified it so that it would fit, so that it looked like it's just a classic RV. Sorry, I'm closing that back up. So that it just keeps the classic look of this thing, and nobody ever wants to break into something that looks like this. So you have all new and good working stuff in your RV. This adapter for an air fitting will be included because it just hangs right there, and that's for blowing out your lines for winterization. The rear lights and the ladder are solid. The roof was sealed 4 years ago with Flex Seal. I'll take you up top and show you. Where you've got, when you flip a switch on the dash, you've got these really bright floodlights so that you can really see backing up. But all of the lights on the new LEDs work also. Got your turn signals, your marker brake, and your reverse lights. They all work. It does have a hitch so that you can tow with it. I actually used to tow that pickup with this RV. So she's got a strong motor. And again, 10,000 miles on that. The LED strip here is a blinker / brake light. Let's see if we can get up on the roof. Past this fence without getting too snagged up on it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so there you go. So this shows you that all the vents have been replaced. So you can see them. They're brand new. They're white, shiny. And you can see the entire edge of the roof has been resealed. I haven't had a leak since I put that stuff down. It was really easy to do. You just scrub it really good and then brush on some new if you ever need to replace it. And I'd recommend maybe doing that again in 4 or 5 years. But the roof is solid, no squishy spots. There used to be a big storage box right here. As you can see, there's typically always standing water on top of this roof, and that's why it used to leak, but it doesn't leak anymore. That used to be a solar mount. It does have a CB antenna that runs down inside, so you can hook up a CB. The wiring's all there for it. That cable that comes out looks like an extension cord, and that is actually the connector for the solar that goes on this RV. So with the RV, you get 360 watts ground stand solar, and all you have to do is use an extension cord, and you can park the RV in the shade and run this ground stand out into the sun, and you'll have power for your entire camping trip. All the power you need. So there's this RV. It's kind of a custom one-off. I'm not asking a lot for it, even though the capabilities on this thing are a lot more. If you're curious about it, shoot me a message and we'll schedule it for you to come take a look.